Well, good afternoon, people. Hey, Evie, hope you're well. Say, good afternoon, hope you're well, Si, mate. Yes, he's got a good outcome there, Evie, going for a job interview. Go on, Toms, you can do it. It's been quite quiet, quiet for me. Not been doing a lot of ghosting, not been looking at a lot of streams, but interestingly, I found myself putting a comment on JOJ's one of his things he put out about being doxxed. He was doxxed by someone, and it's not good doxing somebody, especially. I mean, has he brought it on himself? That's a thing. Who knows? Because somebody's got a different political view. Do you pursue them and own them? I think that's what they've been doing to build the channel up. That's just my opinion. Look, other people will have different opinions, obviously. Hey, Brucey, mate. Hey, Big Mac. Good to see you, mate. Yes, all good, all good. So I did put a little comment on there, I'm saying, it's wrong to be doxing somebody's name and address. I don't believe it's right to do that, no matter who they are. And of course, he also put out that he doesn't live at that address, but he has family members who's living close to it. So you can obviously he's concerned about family members, and quite rightly so. But I mean, there's been a lot of stuff said over the past couple of months. There's been a lot of people called, like I've said many times, Nazis. And just because you have someone on your panel to talk about, and they start talking about immigration or whatever, doesn't mean that that host is a racist or a Nazi or anything. He's just getting people up to have a discussion, and they're going to put out what they feel is concerns them. I would never come forward. Good afternoon, brother. Good to see you, mate. So yeah, it's one of those things. I find it difficult to find, I'm a nosy bastard at the best of times, but I found myself compelled to put something. Hey, Anthony, mate, good to see you, bro. I felt compelled to say something, that it was a little plea, I think, or perhaps not a plea, but whatever you want to call it. But I felt that I just had to say something about that, and let me just switch this off a second. But Johnny Wong, welcome, Johnny Wong. Hey, November man, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Hey, the white collar. Oh my God. I need my mods in here today, I think. Yeah, something like that. I mean, he's put the channel, but he's talking about a big channel. He seems to think it's a big channel. He didn't name the person that doxed him, but he. So I just said, look, it's wrong to dox names and addresses. This is what I actually said. There's some weirdos out there, but you have labeled a lot of people that don't have your political views. You've called out people as racist, far right for simply allowing those you have pursued for being on their channel. It's no surprise what's happened, but it's still wrong doxing. I doubt the police will do anything. Think doxing only becomes illegal if it's for the purpose of harassment or harm. And then he's come back to me and said, if I had a penny for every time some idiot moaned about certain individuals that fit definitions of words I don't like, I'd be a rich man. Ty, it's not my fault they fit those definitions. If you don't like what the word far right actually means, then take it up with the people who wrote the English language. Lol. I mean, I can see his plight being doxxed, because I was doxxed myself, and it's not very nice. And you want to, keep your family safe at all times. So there are a few idiots around, but I tend to believe it was sort of self-inflicted, if you know what I mean. But I think he was relentless in the pursuit of some of them, you know. But hey, Dirongo, Vincent Vega, who else has come in? Vincent, Dirongo, Amas. Yes, yes, yes. Big up the people in the chat. Yeah, it's a fair comment, Anthony. Yeah. Fair comment, fair comment. Hey, Mickey Mouse, mate, how you going, brother? Good to see you. So if I'll just do a live up little chat. I mean, I don't know what other people feel about that. Hey, well, yeah, mate, good to see you, bro. I don't know if other people feel about doxing and whether or not, um, like myself, perhaps I brought myself into that situation. I don't know. But I think, well, Vincent, I matches what I'm trying to say in not so blunt words, you know. Well, they're not actually blunt, but it tends to be more truthful words. I believe he's chased too many people too many times. I believe he's done it to build a channel, and now he's getting the backlash for it. I said to him way back when he first started, you have to be careful when you're chasing people around this platform because there's some crazy bastards on you, you know. I'm not saying that anyone's going to intentionally go after him or anything like that. That might not be the case, but apparently he's taken it to the police and the police are looking into it. And like I said, I don't think they do unless the doxing comes along with harassment and harm, you know, and then it's a crime. Other than that, doxing's not a crime. Here you guys, but it's just one of those things. Let me see. I won't stick a link out early today because I won't be on for far too long. 2 hours max, that's my lot. I've not got bowls tonight, but I'm going to watch the Welsh under 25s playing. So I'll pin that bugger now. Hey, Aldi, brother. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Oh, and I just got to say, Nutter, I heard you later on this morning saying about old Papa Domagon. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I know you were very fond of him. Yeah, sorry to hear that, brother. 4 hour. It's some of these names, I don't know. Aldi, I still just been chatting to Mrs. Nutter and family. Yeah, it's probably sounds like JJ's been doxxed. I'm not being funny, but he gets all he deserves, and so he acted. But he's been really out there in people's, you know, calling people so many names and trying to define, give definitions of, you know, like you said, but you know, definitions of racist and definitions of this, that, and the other. But I mean, it doesn't matter if you're on the left of it or you're on the fucking right of it. You're far left, far right, whatever. You know, each to their own. It's just the man himself. Let me just see. It looks like him. Come aboard, Mr. Vega. I hope you're well.
It looks like me. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very good.
I've just pulled over. Evie's told me off for driving, so I've just pulled over.
Right. Yes. Right. I was just saying about what I picked up on this morning, well, JOJ's post, and I felt I had to respond to what he said, and then, but I think it's one of those things that's self-inflicted, isn't it? You know, in my opinion, no.
Well, let's look at what we know. We know that him and his father called Reese's employer and tried their very best to get him, I don't know, sacked or whatever, for being a far-right extremist, which Reese is not. Reese has conservative values in him, but he's certainly not a Nazi. But him and his dad were bragging about calling Reese's employer, because Reese is very, very happy to say who he's employed by. You know, the man's got nothing to hide. He's led a good life. He's raised good children. And then a pair of scumbags like that come along and try to scupper his lifestyle. They deserve everything they get, Tyrone.
Oh, I've no sympathy for them, but I still think doxing is wrong. You know.
Maybe, but they say two wrongs don't make a right. But in this world, it kind of does. You know, it's called correctional. I always told my son, if anyone gives you a punch, give him a punch back. And that was the best dadly advice I could give him, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But I see there's something coming up about Reese now. And then there's something coming up with them for AY audits, auditing you live at 3 p.m. I think that's
Auditing
today.
me.
No, this is what they've got today. Their headline is AY audits, auditing you live at 3 p.m. today. So they're going to have a conversation about AY with the sound of it. Whether AY is the one that stocks them, I don't know. But it's a big.
He can audit me
channel.
if he wishes. I've got questions for AY.
We've all got questions, Vincent.
Yes. He's never been questioned by anyone who wants to probe further, you know? He's been given a free ride as AY so far.
Yeah. I mean, so it's like it's you reap what you sow, I suppose, isn't it? You know.
You do. The world always comes back. The world always comes back and replies. I believe in karma. I believe that there's a good energy and a bad energy in the world. And I think people who engage with bad energy eventually get it back. And it's the same for good energy as well. And I've seen so many examples through my life, Tyrone, to prove that, you know?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
DP's in the chat. DP's a good guy. DP's good energy. I heard DP making a very rousing speech recently at a protest. I didn't write anything in the chat, DP, but I was impressed. I can't remember where you were. And I've just spotted you've got Peggy, the American, in the chat, or as I like to call her, Trailer Park Peggy. Peggy has been going around writing that I'm a rent boy and I charge $40 to take it up the arse. I would like to dispel the rumors right now and say I don't charge anything, Peggy. I've been doing that shit for free for years. So there. How are you, Tyrone?
I'm very good, thanks. I'm very good. Yeah. So, where are you off on your journey today? You're driving. You said you on your way home, or?
I am heading home. Yes.
Okay.
I was out very early this morning.
Oh, Jamie.
And yeah, I'm on my way home now. It's nearly 4 o'clock. It feels still about midday.
Yes, this hour has knocked a lot of people off sync, hasn't it? You know, I think it's a waste of time. This bloody sending the clock back an hour. It's a load of tush. You know.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But it's horrible that it gets dark. Starts to get dark around 5 o'clock now. It's very dispiriting.
You get up in the morning, it's dark. Before you walk in, you know, come 5 o'clock, it's going dark. You know, it's fucking hell. You've got a few hours in between you can enjoy.
Well,
no, I don't.
Let's thank the Lord that not many sufferers in our community have to put up with that darkness twice. Most of them wake up when it's daylight, round about loose women time.
I know what you meant straight away. That's why I burst up laughing. Well, there you are.
The thing is, the internet is a weird and wonderful thing. Some people come onto it and tend not to rile people. Very few. What I've found is from experience, some of the nicest people tend to get the most shit, whether that's because they're easy targets, easy pickings, whether because being nice winds people up, I don't know. But the nice people tend to get a lot of shit. The not so nice people tend to get less shit. Whether that's because they're argumentative or contentious, again, I don't know. But the golden rule is, Tyrone, is try not to raise your head above the parapet, because of whichever camp you come from, people will target you, be that in the chat or in real life, in terms of doxing.
Yeah.
So JOJ, I think, is guilty of definitely one of those. It's definitely not being too nice, because he spent a couple of months telling people they were Nazis, they don't deserve to be on the internet, they don't deserve a voice, and he's going to ruin them. Now, that kind of rhetoric is not going to come across very well with certain people. So people will take that seriously and aim their shots back, and that's what they're doing now. I think JOJ's got plenty of this to come. I don't think he'll live this one down for a long time. If he's trying to build up a social media presence, I think he's fucked it in terms of this area.
Why do you think he's doing it, Vega? To build the channel, or his hatred for what? You know what?
He's diseased with leftism.
Right.
Yeah.
He's radical left. He's radical left.
You come into contact with these leftists, they are diseased.
Yeah. There's a lot of mental illness flying about it now. I can see it. I really can.
Yeah. They can't control it. It's in them. It's something which it's festering in them for some reason.
I mean,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I was never educated, but I can hold a debate with them, but they find it very difficult to debate. They really do.
You can't debate with them. They really don't have the answers. It's the same old bullshit that they'll come with.
Same old Bill, yeah.
You good, Hammers?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. Yeah, thank you.
What are you doing today?
Oh no, I had to walk over the Isle of Dogs earlier. I had to look at the hotel, but it's fuck all happening. So I only done about 20 minutes outside the hotel with that.
Yeah, one of the titles for one of his lives is a couple of Nazis. So I don't know if they were referring to that. But you know,
I ain't even subscribed to him.
People have took them seriously and you know, now calling their bluff.
Yeah, well.
So do we know who's doxed him, or does he know who doxed him?
Well, he does, because he said it's a big channel, but he hasn't named them. I don't know who it is, but I think when the live coming up now is about AY audits at 3 o'clock today, I think.
How is it?
Whether or not that's they're referring to as Doxton, I don't know. It's just two together, perhaps I'm coming up with 5, I don't know. But
can someone give me his link somewhere?
Can one of the mods put JOJ, a couple of Burks link in the chat, please?
Is that what they called, a couple of Burks?
Hey, mate, good to see you, bro. I don't know if we got any mods in to put in there. I think, I will never confirm. Is it? I hope he's still in, yeah. I will never confirm. Is it possible you can put a link in for a couple of Burks? Good to see you, bro. I don't know if we got any mods in to put in there. I think,
The daft thing with JOJ and his father is, I mean, they're kind of half right. We do live in a world where there are racist people. There are people who have extremist views. They're not all white, let me add. But what they're doing, what JOJ and his father are doing, is targeting us sort of hardly heard folk on the internet. I mean, if they've called me a Nazi, if I start talking about how Nazi I am, there's only about 8 people listening. On average, there's about 20 on these panels. It's hardly like we have a reach. What they need to be doing is targeting the real Nazis out there, the real racists. But they won't do that. They won't do that because they haven't got the fucking balls to. They would have taken on far more.
In actual fact, Vanguard was at the Southampton protest, and they got fucked off at the protest because they was all balaclavaed up. AY did have a little encounter with him because he said he don't believe in all that, you know what I mean? And so, because basically they wanted him to say, I want all white and all that. And they put it on him. They're only young'uns, but do you remember the leaflet he was given? It was them boys. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember, yeah.
Well, they put it on him the other day. There was about 7 of them all bellied up.
Yeah.
And he said, no, he don't agree.
So what JOJ and his father will call you a Nazi for, or a Nazi, whichever way you do it, is if you want to preserve your own culture and you want your children to grow up the way you did, you're a fucking Nazi. But what JOJ and his father also want is all the Palestinians to grow up in their own culture and their children to grow up in the world that they did, and they want to fuck off all the Jews. They want to get all the Jews out by hook or by crook or by stone and get rid of the Jews. So JOJ and his father might happily support the cultural persistence of the Palestinians, but violence to you is fellow people. His fellow people he wants to see go. He wants to demise.
He's with the Jewish guys, you know. There is a Jewish sect that stand with Palestine, isn't there? Have you seen them on the marches?
Yeah, well, you get crazies everywhere, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so there is a sect of them like who go out there.
Jews for Palestine.
You know the ones with the hats and the long bits down the side and all that. I don't know what it's called, but
they're hadiths. No,
yeah, it's quite a few of them who go to the protests, like in group.
A small proportion, the hadith.
Yeah, it is a small proportion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know there are different Jew sectors in the country, isn't there? There's quite a lot of different. I did remember.
There are a lot of Palestinians who don't support Palestine.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty vocal on the internet and in the news as well. Yeah. You know, so everyone has different views on it.
Yeah, I remember that there was two lots of Jews who was fighting down at Stamford Hill one time, and I think one lot of them moved over to Canvey Island, and they bought like a quarter of Canvey Island there. And this is the truth, right? Because I know people. Yeah. They was knocking on the doors asking you to sell your house for cash money.
Yeah,
and they bought a school, and they're literally expanding and expanding. I can see, like, I don't know, because I have heard a lot of Jews want to go back to Jerusalem and that. Sorry, about Israel.
I'm not sure on that.
I think some of them will, but a lot of them will be westernised, won't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Israel goes to great lengths to try to encourage Jews to move to Israel. It doesn't have a really good success rate.
No.
Life is too good in the West for them.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, that's why we're going to have trouble getting rid of these migrants.
Well, we're not. We're just not. I mean, you could have said the same about America 2 years ago, but look what Trump is doing now. Hundreds of thousands of them have self-deported because they know what's coming.
Do you think that Farage will deport?
I think Farage is not much really politically. I don't think he's going to change the world. He achieved Brexit. He didn't do anything much more after that. Maybe he'll achieve the start of the deportations.
Have you got any concern about Zia Youssef owning half of the company?
I have concerns about anyone who's non-British having British values.
Because at the end of the day, like, he come from nowhere. He didn't even have any past in politics.
I'd say equally that I would Ben Habib.
Yeah, he was a donor, wasn't he? He was a donor for the Conservatives. Then he started donating to Farage. The next minute, he owns half the company.
Yeah. You know why people donate to politics, though, don't you?
Go on.
Because they benefit financially from that. Usually, it's a back-scratching exercise.
Look at Tower Hamlets. They've got unison. People standing there protesting against the right in unison bibs.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And Unison are one of the biggest donors, I believe, towards the Labour government.
They are the biggest donor, yes. Oh, they pulled back on it about 3 months ago. They reduced their donations.
I know that they was going to pull out, wasn't they? I know there was talk
with
them.
Just reduce.
Yeah.
I don't know any more than that. Maybe it didn't happen.
Yeah, I thought there was talk with them actually pulling out. Because I think it's down to the wars, you know, like the wars he's getting involved with.
I can't remember the reason why. I don't think it was Palestine.
Maybe it's the Ukraine, because he signed up to, you know, to give arms to Ukraine for 100 years or to fund them for 100 years, don't he?
I don't. Well, I don't. I know that, but I don't know if that was the catalyst. I can't remember. I'd have to really think. I'm trying to think now, but I can't pull out the the reason. I remember I did know the reason. The reason was clear before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What are you up to, Sprague?
say what?
What are you up to? Are you spending Christmas with your son or?
Haven't quite decided yet. I think I am. I think I'll be here for Christmas. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've had him for the last 3 Christmases, which is unprecedented, really. He's only been there for 4. so I don't know. This year, I've got to go before Christmas. Got to go to the cinema. Got to go and see a movie in December, first week of December.
Lovely.
And then I've got to be there in January as well for some other reason. So I don't know. I might have a Christmas off. I know it sounds terrible.
No, you don't have to celebrate Christmas on Christmas, can you? Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure it gets spoiled anyway.
Yeah, well, I've just sent his Christmas present today.
So
it's on his way to him now. Yes, early. With
so I've just seen someone live a conversation with AY.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think AY would go and speak to them, would he? If anyone finds
AY's been on the panel with them. Yeah, he's been on their panel.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's been on their panel before. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he's been on a couple of times, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
I thought this was later on tonight.
No, they are live now, so I don't know what it's. A couple of Burks, I don't know. They'd have a cup of tea or something, you know.
My mum used to call me that, a silly Burke.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah, well, you know, something like we said, it's something they've done and brought it on themselves. I think all the abusive people.
Well, Ty, you know, you've been at the receiving end of that, and it ain't fucking nice because you know anyone who don't like it puts you like kind of at risk a bit. You know what I mean? But
this is the thing. See, what I don't understand with these two, right? They're mourning now because they've been doxxed and their addresses have been doxxed, but yet they're happy enough to put other people's names out there. And some of the people that associate with them putting their addresses out there, names.
Well, the thing is, like,
records, you know, everything.
You know,
like
they've made a rod off their own back. They've got enemies in all quarters of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've made many, many, many enemies. And it's like, I'm not sure if he goes out or not, but he seems to spend a hell of a lot of time, like, you know, going live from indoors and whatnot. And, you know, anyone can have energy sitting there going, well, far right, this, that, and the other. Well, do you do any protests? Do you go out there? Do you know?
I don't understand them, honestly, because what they're actually discussing, you know, and what they talk about, what they're actually doing themselves to other people, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
well, so you
see the hypocrisy there.
You've made a rod off your own back for sure, like, you know. You've made too many enemies on YouTube, and if someone can get back at you, because you know they're very, very dangerous. He is anyway. That JOJ with you. I mean, I haven't, as I say, I weren't even subscribed. Not really interested, you know. But from what I've heard, and I had a row of him ages ago on YouTube, and you know, he's just a. I don't know. I think there's a bit of mental illness, leftism, like you said. Like.
One of the things they done, they put a thing up, they got Reese's name on there, and they got, I'm a socialist at heart, but not an international one. So a national socialist, then, bro, needs to come out of the Nazi closet already.
Well, Hitler was a national socialist, wasn't he?
You know? So they've been having a dig at Reese. They've been having a dig of lots of other people, haven't they?
Wasn't Hitler a national socialist? I'm sure he was.
I'm not sure.
He was in the NSDAP, the National Socialist Party in Germany.
Right,
he was their leader.
But they don't want to admit politics. They don't want to admit to things like that, though, do they?
Well, because over time the definition of socialist has been reinvented. That's why.
Okay.
I mean, socialism existed long before it did in Germany. It existed in the mind of Karl Marx.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
but yeah, the word socialist usually goes hand in hand with dirty socialist. That's never really been much change over the years.
Mm.
The problem with socialism is you eventually run out of other people's money. That's what Margaret Thatcher said.
Enter name here says Stalin murdered more people than Hitler.
Stalin, by far, 130, 140 million estimated.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a nice kind of socialist, isn't he?
I remember Diane Abbott talking on the Sunday Politics show as how she admired Chairman Mao for his approach to his peoples and how he managed his peoples.
Yeah.
And, oh God, what was his name? I can't remember his name. Reminded her that Mao was responsible for about 90 million deaths.
Wow.
So they worship their socialists to them lefties.
Mm.
Yeah. A crazy bunch.
It seems great in practice until everyone's dead,
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Where'd you go? What's next?
Everyone's equally dead. That's what you get under socialism.
Okay, no, I think they're dead anyway. They're brain dead, aren't they?
Yeah, it is a disease, as we said at the start. It's I don't know. They feel so aggrieved at the world. They're usually not very successful. I don't know any successful socialists unless they're doing it for money. They're largely unsuccessful. They're genetically weak. They're usually very small, sort of unthreatening characters. And yeah, there's no other option for them
but they've got big voices on social media.
By other means, yeah, that's it.
Big voices on social media,
Can you see this comment? If I will never conform, I'm not bothered, but Niggy wished me dead twice. What must someone's state of mind be to write that in a chat? All because I told him to give the rest when he was being vile towards Laura. He actually told him he wished he was dead twice. Yeah,
I mean, they are a little bit twisted, aren't they? And I'll get that because, as I say, I've seen it with the left and that they want to come in with a low blow if when they struggle to debate.
I'd love to see him try and debate Yaki Dai. Oh, I tell you what, I'd love to see that. Oh,
Oh, is he good? I've heard loads of people.
Have you not seen Yaki Dai?
No, I don't think so, no.
The Welsh guy goes over the camera.
I've heard loads of people talking about him, but I've never...
He calls it the magic screen. he plays fuck with them, honest to God, Amas.
Yeah, I'll have to go and have a look, yeah.
They're not very good at debate, Tyrone. I remember on Jamie's twice, I think, I chased the pair of them off. They were both crying. They both got banned by Jamie at the same time for their disgraceful behaviour.
What do you mean? They got triggered and said something naughty?
They go low with it, They start saying the most disgusting things. These are the people that demand that we are tolerant. They're the least intolerant people. The most intolerant, rather, people I've ever seen. So they don't have very good debating skills, Tyrone. They just
I know. They've had people on their panel. Vincent, debating people on their panel. And because they don't like what the other people are saying, they lower their mic down or they put them off.
Put them backstage.
So, yeah.
Lower their mic down?
Yeah, they turn the mic down so they can't hear them and then they put them off, That's what they do. That's what they do.
That's not a debate, is it?
Is that nomadic, is it? Yeah, let's bring him on. Hey, nomadic, mate.
Morning, gents.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's reap what you sow is the phrase.
Yeah.
And they've slung their mud all around YouTube, calling people Nazis, racists, and all sorts of fucking shite. So it's coming back to bite them on the arse now. That's
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely weather there, is it? Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's a bit cold. I think it was one of the first frosts last night in New York.
Ah, right. It was like London then.
It's like
we had a bit of sun today, but it was bloody cold.
It's 15 degrees outside at the moment, which is but there's no humidity, but there's a bit of a breeze, so it makes it feel
Cold for
cold.
America.
Yeah, sun is shining. Doesn't mean it's warm.
What are you going on the load now, or you just unloaded?
No, I unloaded yesterday in Massachusetts.
Oh, right.
So now I'm about an hour and a bit away from the OC to drop this one off, and then go and pick another one up, do a local run in Ohio, then back down to Georgia. Then I'll be off for about 4 days.
Where are you going? Anywhere nice?
Well, working on the house, but yeah, we'll probably go out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Nomadic, I'm gonna have to ask you this question because I listened to Ubers the other day. I'm a little dig at you, not much of a dig, but a little dig at you. And then he went on to BBA, then he went on to somebody else. So what's actually happened for you and him to fall out? Do you mind me asking, or is it something private?
I've never got on with him. The first time I ever came into the community, he jumped. I was in Mr. D's live, and there was Jay on there and Ulick, and suddenly this dork comes on there, shouting and going about that me and Ulick don't pay taxes and blah blah blah, and I just said, who the hell is this, you know? And then ever since then, it's just, I mean, I just watch his vile mouth.
That's what he does, though. He just throws digs at you afterwards if he starts to dislike you. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just every time he's either having a pop at Vincent, he's either having a pop at you, Hammers, like a dog and stuff like this, and supposedly he's a
vile,
dog
isn't he?
lover. Yeah. And then once he gets on the old sherbet, he starts bloody just getting queer to people. And then the last one I was on Jamie's live, he was just doing all the Jewish stuff and the crap like that, and just spitting poison.
He puts his camera on with his paramilitary balaclava.
He did tickle me. It honestly made me laugh a bit because while he was talking about it, part of the sentence was he said, one of the most respected people on YouTube, i.e. me.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't help but laugh at that.
And he has a pop
Is Uber's coming after you, Nomadic?
Huh?
Is Uber's coming after you?
He's just being funny, no doubt. I mean, from what they just said.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. I've got rid of him eventually. I knew I'd pass him on to somebody.
Oh, he'll be back for you, mate.
What I need to do now is email Ubers with all the shit I know about you. That'll fuel him for weeks.
You're on the back burner. You're on the back burner at the moment, Vincent. Just coming back for you.
Hello, beautiful serendipity. I hope you're well, girl. Thinking of you.
Yeah. Send you lots of love. Yeah, definitely.
No, I just can't be bothered with
Ubers with his tracky bottoms around his ankles. Isn't that right? I will conform. We saw it in the sunglasses. Tracky bottoms round his ankles, bare legs.
Vince, you still got that picture when he come on and his big puffy face and his red face, like.
Oh, I've got it all.
When he had about a dozen empty cans down the side of the settee. He only had one chair and a telly in the room, didn't he? That was it.
Yeah.
He just got.
He lives in desolate poverty. He does. Honestly, a rich Jew, he doesn't look rich.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a thing about the British soldiers as well, and yet the ironic thing is he'll happily go on Jamie's, and I've got total respect for any veterans that on that extra mile that we did. And I just have a problem once they start making comments about veterans, you know.
Who's echoing?
It might be me. I've just restarted.
Hello? Oh, you're all right now.
Has it gone funny?
Right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit
tiny little echo, yeah.
Vega, you got your own skeletons. Just saying. That's right, Peggy. Release the story of me strangling my girlfriend to death, you dumb fucking American. She's putting this on every single post that I'm named on. Vega strangled his girlfriend. Who
started all that? I remember you said something along. No, wasn't it Ubers, wasn't it? Because I think you said something one day, and then Ubers was throwing it around, wasn't he? It was Ubers, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Have you seen Hammers? Have you seen My £400 Life, that American TV program?
£600.
No.
Is it 600? They got bigger. Well, Peggy is in last season. She's episode 3. You'll see her. You
What's it called? My
Getting
£600
hosed down
light.
on the veranda of
He's
the
talking
trailer
about the
park
real big fatties in
caravan.
America. It's about that, yeah.
We've got like some obese ones are like over £1,000, which is what's that, 500 kilos, like half a ton.
Big.
And they have to get like serious people like taking walls out from houses because they can't get them through the door frames and stuff. It's mental.
What does that give you a bit of like power? Like, look at my light.
I don't know. I mean, it's just gross, you know. I mean, each to their own. At the end of the day, you
Yeah.
eat what you want, but I always try to watch what I'm eating, especially here because there's so much stuff injected to accelerate stuff, you know.
Well, all the chickens are washed with bleach or something, aren't they?
I know that bloody Starmer is signed to take on like state, you know,
I
meat
know
and
we could
stuff
end
like
up
that,
getting a load of your chickens in it, couldn't we?
that was all part of that tariff thing, you know. So
It's called
Okay,
chlorinated chicken.
that's it.
So the chlorination process gives it a 2-week extra sort of life
it preserves it. I'm right.
Yeah, and it's not very good. The goodness of the chicken is reduced considerably once you chlorinate it.
Well, it's not that; it's the damage that could do over like a lifetime. You know what I mean? Or
Well, chlorination is a relatively natural thing, but not in high dose.
okay.
It depends on how much chicken you eat. But Peg has been known to eat 4 chickens in one sitting when she goes to her local all-you-can-eat buffet.
Some... He's letting shots off today.
Now because she's all frustrated.
He's letting shots off today, old Vega.
I wish I hadn't strangled my ex.
I'm not stirring the pot if you think I'm stirring. I just thought I had to ask you why you had fallen out with him. That's all. I think he's harmless, and you know, he's when he's pissed up, he says a lot of nasty things. But I think other than when he's sober, he can be pretty, you know, respectful. I think.
Yeah, but you got to catch him sober, ain't you? Which he don't come on panels often when he's sober.
I mean, I didn't like. He went at. He said he fallen out with Nomadic. He had talked about BBA, and he talked about Tobbs and his dog. You know.
Yeah, he dug me out about me dog and all, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He definitely talked about your dog. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I mean, he can be a nasty one when he's had a drink, but I mean, when he's sober, he's pretty decent, to be fair.
I've not caught him on the panel sober for many.
Yeah, well, we've had a few, you know, nothing serious. Of course, we 2 tier Tyrone, you know.
You can handle that. You can live with that.
I think it's quite funny, but there you go. It's not nothing major.
I can see some resemblance with Keir Starmer type.
Oh, I'm not quite a cunt like that, you know.
No.
You know, no way. I was talking to someone the other day. I said, I don't think you see the full term out, you know.
But what the fucking hell's that Rachel doing back in the cabinet?
I know.
It's fucking. I'll tell you what a shit show they've been ever since they walked through that door. I think that when the next government come in, there's going to be billions and billions of pounds worth of black holes. I just think they're so incompetent that they're winging it.
It happens all the time with Labour. Happens all the time. They hide everything.
But they destroy countries, don't they? It's a socialist thing.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be with the budget coming up. I think that there'll be more tax. People will be paying more tax again. You know.
Well, they're going to lose all the millionaires in that again. There's already enough of them fucked off. It's happening now.
Sure she's trying to do something with the what do you call them? When you say ISAs, with the ISAs, you know.
Yeah, the bastards want to tax everything, don't they?
Yeah. Oh,
right, give me a minute, Ty.
I can see him upping the tax for the pensioners and all. I can see that coming up as well now. Bastards, yeah.
Well, they have no option, do they? They have little option, really. They haven't done much tax collecting. So it's considered that they're going to have to make quite the move on us, your average taxpayer, to sort of fill the coffers.
But surely,
it's all very well saying tax the rich. They all fuck off. They're all gone.
If they,
good luck with that.
I mean, taxing us, I think, is trying to recuperate the money they're wasting on housing migrants, paying money overseas to other countries. This is where
you're being taxed now for things. You're being taxed now for things that were bought 10, 15, 20 years ago. The migrant crisis right now will be a future tax concern. We're not paying it week on week. They're not taking it from the taxpayer and giving it to the hotel in Britannia. It's all long term. It's all long term. They still have to borrow most of the money that they're spending right now, and their borrowing is massive as we speak. But that's going to have to be increased.
But I think
it's death spin.
It seems to be that it's the working class that always gets struck with it. The rich don't seem to get as much.
No, not really, because the working class barely pay enough in tax to be what's known as tax positive in the first place. Your average working class are tax negative by a significant amount. It's the middle class that are targeted. The middle class pay for all of this. All of your SMEs and your sort of private corporations, which will pay for this, or privately owned corporations.
I think there was rumours to tax the rich a bit more, but there's
how exactly how? Let me
well,
let me
it's
go tax rates for thresholds, Hammers.
It's a risk, isn't it? Exactly, yeah. It's a big risk because you could end up losing them all.
Well, they do. We have record numbers of our wealthy leaving this country.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two ways of doing it as well. You can leave the country, or you can have your money leave the country, and most of them choose for their money to leave the country, which means
where did you put your own, Vega? Did you put your own in Switzerland?
Mine has been gone for 30 years, Hammers. I've been registered as a non-British person for over 24 years now.
Anyway, I don't want to start the haters off with that conversation.
Well, I can understand people leaving the UK for tax reasons. I can totally understand
if you're getting taxed fortunes, if you can go to another country or put your money in another country and it not get taxed like as much as, you know what I mean? Of course you would, yeah.
Or maybe one of the 50 or so countries that don't tax you at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that there's not a lot of people would agree to where their money's being spent at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that's in doubt at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think the left is like the idea of their money being spent where it's being spent at the moment.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, there's a big thing come out about the Home Office, how they've squandered billions and billions. There's a report come out about them in the last few days, and it is crazy. The Home Office, what the billions of pounds, what they've squandered through this. You know, to me, it's like money laundering. It's crazy. It's
horrendous.
Tammy says, I hope I'm as rich as Vega in 30 years when I'm his age.
Piss off, Tammy. It's not that many years.
I think you should do a podcast.
As old as me, Tammy, the way you go on.
You should do a podcast, Vega, and tell us where we should put our money and how to do it. Like,
do you know what was funny the other day? I think I can't remember who makes the bourbon biscuits. But people have been complaining they don't taste the same, and they've come out and said, "Oh, we can't afford to put the same amount of stuff in the biscuit. It's costing too much."
Have you seen how much chocolate? Have you seen how much chocolate has gone up? Cocoa.
Can't afford to put the cocoa in as they used to.
The chocolate has gone up phenomenally. Penguins only have 30% chocolate now. and that nobody can afford it, and they can't put the prices on us anymore because people stop buying them. So therefore, they have to sort of water the chocolate down, because it's horrendous prices for the retailers.
But you notice everything has gone up in price wise, but they've all got smaller in size.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, Ty.
At your age, Hammers, with your teeth, you need to preserve them.
I'll tell you what it is. I think they had a bad crop, or they didn't. So the prices they're charging is mental.
Yeah, it's just
So
if you've got a bourbon biscuit now or a penguin, it's the same company.
Loads of things.
Penguin, they won't taste the same because they can't afford to put the same amount of.
But the thing is, as long as it tastes like chocolate, it just goes down the back of the throat anyway.
Each tires have gone up with inflation. Yeah, but it's crazy. You have when you go Christmas shopping or whatever, you buy a tin of Quality Street.
Yeah,
They're fucking tiny. You should have a massive
every fucking year they've
6 inches deep.
Every year they've got smaller and smaller. They've made the boxes look. They've made the boxes. They've made the boxes look big at the top, but they sort of they fiddle about with the bottom, so it looks deceiving.
When you buy a bag of crisps, by the time you take the air out of it, there's fuck all in it.
I think a couple of Christmases ago, or maybe last Christmas, they was £4.50 each. They're fucking £6 now. £6 a box. I'm paying £6.
I know, but getting smaller and less chocolate.
Yeah, I do like a bit of chocolate, but when I start, I'll go a bit nuts.
What, Christmas or chocolate?
I'm a savoury and sweet kind of guy. Like I have a bit of dinner, and then like an hour later or something.
I treat my body like a temple, Hammers. It used to be a kebab shop.
Yeah, just give me that big bar of Toblerone for Christmas and I'm happy. Keep the rest of it.
Oh, they make a big old Toblerone, don't they? Yeah.
One of those Christmas time, I'm right. That's all I need. I need any of these fucking Quality Street or Milk Tray and all that shite,
Yeah.
What's worse is the family putting the empty wrappers back in the box. Only leave toffee pennies. I can't eat them. Fill in, remove.
Oh yeah, they just all the shit ones are left at the bottom.
That's the golden ones, isn't it? The toffee ones, and the round ones.
Oh, the coconut ones. I don't like the coconut ones. I can't eat the nut ones anyway because I'm allergic.
Coffee ones are fucking awful and all. And orange, yeah. One of those shite. I'm a more Malik at the air. Yeah, but everything's getting smaller, more pricier,
Well, I think they're they're going to put prices up again. And I just think they're trying to squeeze us for every fucking penny we got.
Tax the arse of us again. Come the budget down as they are.
But I mean, food is just going to get ridiculous again. And where's the bollocks in the government saying no? This is because people can't afford it, and a lot of people are eating shit, so there's families out there buying their kids shit. So the kids put on weight, they look unhealthy, and it's sad. It's fucking sad. And they can only afford shit, so they're feeding their kids with all these foods with loads of additives and things, and it's sad because they can't feed them with vegetables and things like that. You know what I mean? Because they just can't afford it.
Right.
It's disgraceful, Hammers. I heard gamers had to cut down on buying alcohol, weed, and tablets. Yeah, he had to start budgeting.
The cost of living's affecting him, is it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Certainly, loggers.
Can you remember the time when he was getting sent pizzas?
Oh yeah, Crinkle was buying him pizzas, wasn't
he? Yeah, absolutely.
Fruit and veg is dirt cheap. I will never conform.
You remember we used to have proper veggie markets and it was cheap as fuck. You could get a box of this and a box of that.
People used to buy the £56 bags of potatoes, didn't they? That was all the
£55, yeah.
I was told recently Aldi and another supermarket were giving veg away for free.
Where?
I know Aldi and Lidl and that veg is quite cheap there anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they do it if it's out of date. They can, instead of throwing it away, they give it to
No,
charities.
this is fresh produce, Tyrone. Brand new on the shelves.
Well, he didn't give me fuck all today. I went to Aldi's today.
Well, you're in Wales, ain't you?
I didn't know it was their brothers. They are the Aldi's and Lidl's are two brothers.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they fell out. So one opened the chain of shops up, and the other opened the chain of shops up. Yeah, I think they're German, aren't they?
Oh, very sensible.
Yeah. So
all the people on the dole will stop buying the vegetables when Just Eat do it for 50 quid for two people.
The thing is, isn't it? We all eat shitty food now. A lot of the time, simply because it's so easy. It's so easy to get, isn't it? If you get out and doing something, you're fucking knackered. You don't be cooking.
I think a lot of people are just using them Uber Eats and that because you can just phone up. You ain't got to cook. You ain't got to get nothing dirty. You can throw it out the next morning. You know what I mean?
I've just finished McDonald's.
You're breaking up a bit, Vega. You're breaking up, mate.
McDonald's.
Well, Yogi's saying a £55 bag of potatoes now is £10.
I remember it used to be £4, £4.50.
If you go to the chippy, like he's saying, but I go to the chippy. If I have fish and chips down the road by right, it's 12 quid for fish and chips,
Yeah. Well, if you're getting proper cod, then it is 12 quid, but I can go and get a large fish and chips in the best fish and chips in East London. It's the Lighthouse in Wanstead. 14 quid, you get a large chips and you get a large fish. And you can share that between two people. It's absolute. It is, the proper flakes of cod, big, thick flakes of cod, proper.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of them are pretty good with their portions, but I don't understand. It's the same if you go to a burger van. The first thing they do, they go to these places, these big warehouses, they buy, 40 loaves or 40 baps or whatever they do. You know, and they're cheap as chips, but you're paying a fortune for a burger or a hot dog. Fucking cheap old hot dogs, onion. What's it cost to fucking make?
Food is like 100% profit, isn't it?
I think more than that.
It's a good game to get into because you get lots of profit.
I mean, the biggest outlay, of course, is buying the vehicle or the van or whatever it is you've actually got to serve food in.
Yeah.
Then you've got to get the biggest cost.
Vega, you're breaking up, mate.
I'm going to jump off, Tyrone.
He's going to jump off, I think that was.
Perhaps you'll pop back on when we get home.
All right. Cheers, guys. I'll be listening.
Take it easy. Vega, come, mate.
He's on the road again. Bit of basil. A decent chinky for two these days. The best part of 30 quid. It is. Absolutely right.
It's bloody expensive, isn't it? Chinese. Yeah, I'll get like one sort of chow mein dish and that's like nearly 9 quid.
Well, I say, do
you remember you used to get like one of this, one of that, one of the... I mean, I see families coming into this Chinese shop. It's one of the best in East London. I only go to the best places. And like they're spending 100 quid because they've got like a family of 5 or something. 100 quid like Friday night in the Chinese.
Yogi's saying, my lad's working in Scotland this week. Told him to go and try a fish supper. Apparently you get 2 fish up there, not 1.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, when I went to the Shetlands to see my boy, I stopped in an hotel the first time I ever went out there. And the chef in the morning serving the breakfast said, "Oh, you got to try this fish shop." He said, it's the most northerly fish shop in Great Britain. So he told us where he was. We went up there, me, my boy, the missus, and the two little ones. It came to over 70 quid for fish and chips for fucking 3 of us,
Wow.
And the kids had kiddies portions, Unbelievable. Over 70 quid.
Fucking hell.
I tell you,
I bet you never went back there again.
And they even charged us 50p for the fucking mayonnaise, and all
Do you know what? I fucking hate that. When you pay like a few quid, and you know what I mean, they want to charge you for a bag or a fucking mayonnaise or a bit of sauce or something. I think that's fucking liberty.
taking a piss, man. You know, they charge you a fortune for the fish and chips, and
I know.
they charge you extra.
I'll be
Fucking hell.
grudge paying 50p's in that for a little bit of sauce.
I think a lot of it, Wolfie, could be frozen. You know, there used to be big rumours. They used to cook up the cats. Well, you haven't seen my car, the Chinese can cook it up. So I don't know. Hey, Gregory, you okay? Good to see you, bro. But no, I mean, I enjoy a fish and chips. If it's good enough, I don't mind paying 12 quid if it's good, you know.
Yeah, you got to
otherwise
get a
on the
proper
road,
bit of
it's
cod because a lot of these fish and chip shops in there are selling pollock. You know what I mean? And you can tell the difference between pollock and cod.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know when I go to my fish and chip shop, it is proper fucking cod. You're getting big, thick flakes come off it, and it is quality. I mean, you pay 14 quid for a large, you know what I mean? But it does two people, so.
I can't stand it if they serve you up with soggy batter. You know, I fucking hate soggy batter.
No, it's got to be crispy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what happens? Because I drive mine home about 20 minutes drive, and when it's been in the wrap and all that, it goes soggy, and I have to open it up in the car. I hate soggy. Like, I'm the same type.
Well, if I'm late, if I'm, if I've got a bit of a journey and it goes a little bit cold, I just stick it in the air fryer, you know?
Yeah.
A couple of minutes in the air fryer is just good as gold.
Brand new, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But chippies are making a fortune these days, you know? Absolute fortune.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Spuds are cheap.
I think all food places are really, but you know, I'm very fussy with food. It has to be quality and it has to be 5 stars. You know what I mean? Because I'm very fussy. You got to be so careful with food poisoning and all that. You know what I mean? You don't go into them 1-2 star fucking restaurants.
You know, you see about food poisoning. A mate of mine went to Mallorca. He says going back about 15, 20 years ago. And he bought a burger and it wasn't cooked properly apparently, and he had food poisoning.
Yeah.
It has fucked him up. He can hardly walk, you know? And that was
Funny enough, I knew a geezer who went abroad years ago. Like, he's one of my family members, funny enough. And he had food poisoning and he come back and he showed us his stomach. He had all green bits all around his stomach, these green sort of patches. And it was like poisony stuff. He was on loads of antibiotics and that. Yeah, it was fucking naughty. I think he had fish. You've got to be so careful. As I say, a lot of these gaffs, right, especially when you go in there on a Monday, Tuesday, they want to sell you all the old shit from last week.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be really, really careful when it comes to food.
There's one fish shop down the road by you. Honestly, if you go there early, when it opens back up in the evening, what they do?
Oh, I know what you mean. They fucking reheat the chips in it.
They recook the chips from the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't. You know? I don't like that unless they're done properly and they're crispy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of places do that double fried chips now. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Where they're lovely and crispy, but when they fucking reheat them and they're right fucking dodgy, I can't stand it. No, I have to. If I'm there and I open it up and there's shit, I'm backing it. I say no, I want fresh chips.
I can't do salmon. Oh, I love salmon. I have salmon twice a week.
I like salmon. I like the fin salmon. I do the old fucking eggs Benedict.
Oh yeah, I love eggs Benedict.
Love it. Yes. I do waffles, salmon, eggs, sometimes on crumpet or a bit of toast in it. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Oh, I love eggs Benedict. You've got to have the sauce on it as well, man. You know what do you call it?
Antibiotics only if necessary.
The bechamel sauce on it as well. Fucking lovely.
What sauce?
Bechamel.
What's that?
It's like a white, creamy sauce. You know.
On what type?
On the eggs Benedict.
Okay, I heard of that one. I think I've seen that when I went out somewhere one day.
Yeah.
But I've never really.
That's my go-to in the morning when I'm on a ship. I get up, go to the restaurant for breakfast. Eggs Benedict.
Oh, I love it. I just love it.
Yeah. Hollandaise.
Oh, is that what it's called? Hollandaise sauce? Yeah, I know.
Bechamel. I'm on. Just check on my missus to make sure I'm right.
Yeah, Hollandaise. I've heard of Hollandaise. Yeah. What's happening, Yen? How you doing?
Yes, it is hollandaise. I was wrong. It's not bechamel. It's hollandaise. Yes, that's
What's
it.
what's bechamel then? What's that
It's another sauce, but I can't. I've got to ask her missus because she's.
one? The missus knows. If in doubt, ask the missus.
Oh, it's like a white sauce. You usually got it in lasagna.
Ah, right. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in between the pastry when you get what's that thing you get? I forgot, not pastry. In between the pastry thing. What?
Yes, November man. Got it, mate. Yeah, it just has the braid. Yeah, it was hollandaise. It's bloody lovely. You got to have it on your eggs Benedict. Next time you have
Oh,
eggs
that's it.
Benedict. Yeah,
That's it. That sauce is in between lasagna, isn't it? Yeah, it's just
yeah.
said it. Yeah.
You get eggs Benedict again. Ask them for the hollandaise sauce, Emma. Fucking lovely.
Yeah, I'll do it indoors mainly because I don't. They're charging about £10 for that. Like when you go out, I think no, I can go and do it for £5.
Yeah, do your own. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, mate. I
And you
bought
get a
some.
nice, you get a piece of salmon cheap enough today. You know what I mean?
I bought some of that thin salmon from a farm the other day, so I'm going to have that in the morning. It should be lovely,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love
rather
salmon.
than the supermarket salmon. You know what? It's all bloody farm.
Oh yeah.
Farmed, then it all that
Most of
salmon.
the
What's that?
most of the fish is today, and that's just as it's come out to sea. Most of it. All your trout and all that is all farmed today, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, the thing is, our fishermen can't fucking catch nothing. They can only fish 6 miles in it. It's 6 miles
Well,
offshore. I think
what
that's
it
a
is.
fucking
Yeah, but they've got others coming into our waters with the biggest,
exactly, yeah. And
massive, 10
they're
times the size
they're
of our
coming in with them
trawlers. Yeah,
big
super
trawlers
trawlers.
and fucking
Yeah,
scooping up all the
moving a lot
fish.
up.
It's a liberty. Whoever fucking done that wants to be fucking hung, drawn, and quartered.
What's Gregory saying? What about the asylum seekers in the hotels? What if they've been ordering fish and chips? They'd be all poisoned and go to hospital. Yeah, but I mean, if you pay for good food, good quality food, and that's it.
Well,
You
that's
pay
right. If you
peanuts,
pay for
you get
food,
steak. Yeah.
you expect quality, especially if you're paying like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you must check the food rating before you go. You know what I mean? And if you go in there and there's no bastard in there, you're the first one. Don't go in there. Give it a fucking miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be the first customer.
You're such a diva.
I'm telling you, I don't like that. You walk in a gaff, you can't even smell food, and your bit of food's the first thing. What they can? I don't like that. It's like I went in a Vietnamese place the other day, and there was loads of Vietnamese people. I thought, yeah, quality. I knew I was at home. You know what I mean? Because their own people were eating in the restaurant.
Yeah. You don't mind paying for good grub, do you? It's not
No,
too bad.
it was lovely as well. Yeah, proper.
Well, when you get served shite, if you pay good money, you serve shite. Well, you've got every right to fucking call it out.
But as I say, I will recommend people check the food rating. Go onto the food rating thing, put the gaff in, especially if they've not got the green sign with like 4 or 5 stars.
They've got to put that. They've got to put that in the window by law, haven't they?
Yeah, but a lot of them don't.
Display
So
it by law.
the ones what don't put them in, I find have
Oh, I
1
wouldn't
or
go near
2
them.
between 1 and 3 stars. They have the ones who don't put it in.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near anything like that. If you haven't got your hygiene rating in the window, I wouldn't go fucking near it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not at all.
People don't question it, but
Gregory.
and I'll tell you why. I used to get these curry wraps at some gaff. I was getting them in there for ages. I was going down there 2 or 3 times a week, getting a couple of rotis, like wrapping up this curry in this roti. And then one day I checked the food rating in there, and it was fucking 2. And I went, nah. And these fucking rotis was lovely. And then after that, I thought, no, you need to do your own work.
Yeah, but it's a kitchen, see, isn't it? You've got the cleanliness of the kitchen. What are they got hanging about? If you see some of these programs on TV, they go into these places on a spot check, and the fucking where they're cooking is absolutely fucking rank.
Well, it's the cross contamination, it's the cockroach, all sorts. You know what I mean?
Fucking rank. Terrible fucking things.
If they've gone and had a shite and not washed their hands, you know what I mean? Then you could end up. I'm telling you though, some of these dirty
I
bastards do
know,
that.
I know, I know.
I know it's not nice to talk about, but you got to highlight it.
Yeah. They might be wiping their ass and just
Oh,
got a bit of shit on their thumb or something.
so I watched
Oh,
the
lordy,
documentary.
lord.
I watched a documentary one day, right? And there was this. I think it's on YouTube somewhere. But there was this company, and they went into McDonald's, they went into Costa Coffee, and they tested all the ice. And I think 7 out of 10 of these places, what they checked, had feces in the ice.
Oh, fucking hell.
They
Yeah.
tested feces in the ice. So I went off of ice.
Good
Well,
grief.
human
I
feces
go, no,
are
no, no
fucking.
ice, no ice.
What? Is it human feces or fucking rat or
Yeah,
what is
human
it?
feces. So they're
Oh,
not washing the fucking hands when they're coming out the toilets. Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
Mm.
Yeah.
So no ice, people. Don't feed.
I never take ice, no matter where I am. I never take ice anywhere.
Nah, fucking don't
Never.
time, man. I'll tell you what, you get that fucking. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but when people ain't washed their hands and that and fucking about with food, it's naughty.
Yeah.
You end up very ill.
If you go to somewhere like one of these fast food places, where you get the Coca-Cola on pump. I don't drink Coca-Cola, but I've seen it loads of times. They put ice in it, and when they put the
Yeah.
Coke in it, you get a squirt of Coke, and the glass looks full. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be the fucking ice that's making it full. If
Oh,
take the
cool.
ice
Yeah,
out, the fucking Cola
they
be
cheat
down
you out of that, don't they?
yeah,
They put shitloads
yeah.
of ice in.
You'd have a quarter
Yeah,
of the fucking glass if you took the fucking ice out. You know what I mean?
They do that
Fucking
here.
robbing
You'll get
bastards.
fill up with all this bloody ice and stuff, and once you take it out, it's like you got hardly any drink.
Oh, I will
Yeah,
say
it's
that
limited.
no matter the food star rating, if you don't stop the dirty delivery drivers spitting in your food. I watched a
Well,
YouTube video on here. One of the drivers, delivery drivers, Just Eat. He'd stopped. He'd opened up somebody's fucking food up, started eating it, then put the lid back on it and fucking delivered it.
Yeah. Right, so I've got to go now, mate. Anyway, Nomadic, lovely chatting with you, mate.
All
You
right,
too.
Amos, mate.
See you
Have a
later.
good
Well,
one,
see you
bro.
later, chat. Have a
Right.
good day, everyone.
Ta-ra, brother. Ta-ra.
Or have a good evening, should I say? It's nearly evening, isn't it?
What mean in the evening? It's only fucking, it's not 4 o'clock yet.
Well, it's afternoon then, yeah, late afternoon.
Well, don't tell me you haven't put your clock back, Amos, as well.
I don't think I put the fucking one in the car back. I thought I'd done it yesterday, but
Because
no, I
Pope
don't think I
Clock
did.
is coming up to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, ours don't go back till next Sunday.
Paul
Or
Chop
next
keeps
Saturday
saying,
night.
he keeps saying that I'm going on a date with Betty. If fuck knows who Betty is.
All right, 5 o'clock, he said. It's coming up to 5. You'd be late for
Right,
your
I'll
day.
see you later. Well, anyway, have a good one.
Yeah, I must admit. I'm
Yeah,
good
bye.
Later.
Oh, Are you in the depot there or what?
Well, it's one of the. These are where this company cleans all these tanks.
All right.
So they do all of them for all these different companies, not just Schneider.
Do they do an when I was working, I used to wear breathing apparatus a lot, and they used to send the cylinders off every now and again, and they get checked up inside because of the moisture. Sometimes you get a bit of rust inside the forming in the tanks, So do they do any internal inspections with cameras or just people going in them or what?
Yeah, I mean, there's machine. I mean, obviously they clean it by machine, but then they send when they have to pressure test these tanks every 2 years because we put them obviously under such stress when we compress them. Put compressed air into them.
Yeah.
So they have to check all the welds and everything and pressure test them. And once they start failing, then they'll just rubber line them and use it on different sort of liquids that aren't air tested. It's just pumped off then, so it's not under any pressure.
Yeah, because of the chemicals, I don't think, to inspect them, man with a man or, whatever, you'd have to do the full breathing apparatus, and everything and pump them all out and,
right.
Because of the chemicals that's been in them, there's always going to be some sort of gas or something in there.
Yeah, because we have to fill out, because sometimes they use nitrogen to offload.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to make a note of it because this company, not this particular depot, but this company 2 years back lost 2 staff members to nitrogen because the drivers didn't right what was being used in it, and obviously as soon as they got into these tanks, boom, they're gone.
The thing is, I mean, when you flush, if you're saying you flush these tanks out,
Mhm.
you've got to be careful what you're flushing out. Where does it go? If it goes down the drain, where does that drain go? Does it go to a sewer? Does it go to a water course? What happens to it? You know,
Well,
there's lots
they've got
of things you're going to look at.
Yeah, they got lots of other tanks that it all gets piled into, and then they'll have a company come here and take away that and just incinerate it at some sort of chemical plant. It'll get destroyed and everything, any sort of left over, because they will charge the company any product that's left in the tank. They will charge a company, the company for disposal.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's only fair. It's only fair.
right, give me a few minutes because I need to get out and disconnect this trailer from my truck and get the
Yeah, you
cables.
crack on. Crack on,
So
mate.
bear with me.
Crack on. Yeah, the link is pinned. Anyone want to jump up? Anyone I know that is. Hi, Laura. Hope you're well, girl. Hope you're well. Yeah, the link is pinned. If anybody wants to jump up at me and Nomadic for a chin wag, feel free. Yes, it's nice to have a little catch up. Never conform. Well, we all know now Chris has made a decision. He's making his way home for Christmas. That's his time done in Spain, and I suppose he'll be popping back for holidays because he likes to go there. But yeah, it's he's heading home for Christmas, as the song goes. I think, who's that, Chris Ria? Driving home for Christmas. No, Timmy, it never happened. She was cursing him for she had fallen out with him before that. Fallen well and truly out with him. She called him all the things under the sun. Fair. But no, he's coming home for Christmas. There you are. We all know that now. I gotta admire him. He had a pop at it, didn't he? He had a pop at changing his lifestyle. You know, he gave up his. I thought, if he had used his loaf, he would have kept his flat going and then gone out there, tried it. So he's got somebody to come back to. But he's lucky he's gone back to his mum's house, so he's going to stay with his mum for a bit. More than likely he'll get his own gaff again. But hey, Kenzie, good to see you, girl. Long time no see you. Hope you're well, girl. So yeah, he's back home and for Christmas time. Yeah, see these little videos there, show me the hotels and that, just in case I want to go for an holiday. But who knows? He's a hell of a boy. Hell of a boy. Yes, not that if you heard me earlier, mate. I'm sorry to hear about Papa Dom. That was a big loss for you and the family there. You know, sorry to hear that, bro. Yes, Quentin, mate. Yeah, he's have a go. To be fair, he's not afraid. He travels on his own. He goes around different places. He goes to Ireland and different places. He's not afraid to get out there and see a bit of it. You know what I mean? He's good to come on because he's got plenty of stories to tell, plenty of gossip. So he's good to have on, really. Good on you, Kenzie, on Nana duties. That's the way. Well, no, I don't go on Nana duties, but I go on what they say in Wales, Bampy duties. We call him Nanny Mangy. Mangy. But yeah, where would it be without our grandkids? You know, I love them all. Yeah, Laura was on auntie duties yesterday with the nephews. Chris, what did you say? Let me see. I will now confirm. Chris is only coming back because Spanish working ladies have 70s on rough and hairy armpits. Ah, yeah. Roman has a tyrant. Chris has had every woman in the Spanish town now bored and coming home to stuff the turkey. He's a good kid. He's a likable person. I like Chris. I got a lot of time for Chris.
I think he needs to give it a bit more time over there, though. To be fair, because
Greggy, I bet.
how long does it take to come back on a plane if you want to visit your family? It can't be that long.
Just
And
I
it
think it's
can't be
about
that
2.5
expensive.
hours. 2.5 hours from where he is. I think something like that.
And it can't be that expensive not to go that sort of distance on whoever he uses.
I don't know, but I think he just misses the lifestyle. The lifestyle more than you know. It's a big thing. He's not. He wasn't made out for it. He's had a go at it. Fair play. He's had a bash, and it hasn't worked out for him. So, yeah.
I think he'll miss it once he goes back to the UK.
But
I
what
think
it
he'll miss
is,
it,
what it is, no matter. Mate, he pops over there a couple of 2 or 3 times a year on holiday. So,
Oh, does he?
yeah. So. That's why he went out there in the first place, because he knows he'd been out there quite a bit and knows the area very well.
Right.
£29 flights. Well, cheapest
Wow,
trips.
29. So yeah, it's not even.
No.
I just would have stayed out there, still give it a go, because if it's that cheap to, like, say, to and fro to see your family.
Yeah, well, yeah. If he came home on his week, he gets weekends off for the job he was doing. He's off on weekends, doesn't work weekends, so he could have popped home on a Friday night, and then gone back out Sunday night,
Right. Yeah, and I think that would have been better until he'd sort of got. I think, like I say, I think he'll still miss it personally once he's over back in England. Because he's going back with his mum, isn't he, or something? I think once you've left home.
No, he's going back to live with his mother. He had his own place before he went out there, but his mother's he's gonna pay rent to his mother, and he look for another place, I would imagine.
Right.
Apart from Tenerife and Lanzarote, he's been shite in the winter anyway, according to Tammy.
See, that's the difference between a chemical tanker and a fuel tanker. The fuel tanker is the one with the V on it. You can see the shape of it. It's like egg shape, whereas a chemical tanker, it's round.
Yeah.
And a fuel tank has got like baffles in it. These chemical tankers, we don't have baffles.
So it just slops around, front to back.
Yeah, because we move so many variations of chemicals. That way, then it's easier for them to clean.
Yeah.
I just got to quickly fill out some paperwork so they can.
Yes, I mind, Paul. Yeah, I know. You got some tanks in there, mind them, they?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these tanker companies have got thousands of these things, and they're probably about 100 grand each. So I'm told, just the simple ones like that. But once you get a multi-compartmental one that's got like 4 different tanks in it, those things are about 150 grand. But they're all made in Mexico.
Yeah, Nelly. They're all what?
They're all made in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, America doesn't make a lot of these tanks at all. It's cheaper to buy them from Mexico or Canada. But then I don't know what's going on with Canada, because he's really fallen out with them, hasn't he, over this tariff thing.
So, the chemical ones, are they stainless steel those or what?
Steel, yeah, stainless steel, because under that you can see it there. But I mean, if you peeled off that aluminium, there's insulation, because they're heavily insulated, these tanks.
Right.
And then you'll see sometimes you'll see a smashed up one, and you would see the steel on it. Where these things roll, because drivers get too over. I'm trying to look, see if there is one. I know we got a few in our OCs where the drivers have gone way too fast, gone around a bend, and over she goes, because you ain't stopping it. Once that thing is going, it's leaning, so the liquid's going up and up and up that wall, and then boom, you're a goner. Okay, somebody stuck a bloody tank in the wing. Okay. Who did that?
Is this your home depot, or was it just a depot you deliver and?
No, this is a company that purely cleans anybody's tanks. They don't care. That's why you got Dana in there. You got everybody else in there.
I see.
A lot of the tank companies like Schneider and stuff did their own stuff, but now it's not practical. They'll just leave it to somebody else, and this is where you get a lot of Mexicans and foreign people working in these places, because it's got to be a crap job, and it can't be the healthiest job, because you could die, or you could touch something like an acid that could take, because some of them just walk around. I think the worst one is Detroit. They'll be cleaning it with like just hand, scrubbing it with like just their hands bare, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're thinking you got to be bloody stupid, but
that's the thing. When you're working and doing the same thing day in, day out, you can get complacent, and then you either forget to use your gloves, or you think, oh fuck it, I don't need gloves, and then next thing you know, you fucking start itching and scratching, and your skin's burnt up your fucking hands.
We get the same with drivers here that get complacent. They'll be out here with flip flops and bloody the sleeveless t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
And they'll do something wrong, and boom, a hose will let go or something like that. And I mean, there was one bloke taken off the top of one of these trailers before because he could hear air releasing through the crash box, the main one, where you put the liquid through. And instead of shutting the job down and getting the air out of the system, he decided to go up there and was hitting it with a hammer. So as that thread was going tighter and tighter, it was lifting off on one side, and then he said he doesn't remember anything apart from he found himself on the floor down by the side of the tank with 2 or 3 broken ribs, broken teeth, because the valve just come off in his face because that tank was under so much pressure.
Yeah.
And it took him out.
Yeah.
Don't be. Right, give me another 2 minutes. I just need to go in this ticket room.
That's it. You've got to relieve the pressure off the tank, before you start opening anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'll just grab this.
Yes. It's not a job I trucking up and down the motorways like nomadic. It's not something that I would have done. I like to get home in the evening and get into my own bed, But I don't think it's great in the UK. I don't think it's great money if you're class 1 driver. I don't think you're on big bucks. I don't know what's the difference between the wages class 1 and class 2. I know the difference with class 2s. You can't drive an articulated vehicle. You need a class 1 for that. But I wonder what the difference is in the wage structure. We had Scottish Power out cutting back our birch tree. A giant diesel-powered wood chipper gave me the creeps. Imagine getting caught and dragged into a machine. You're pouring me in. People. Yeah, they'd make a fucking mess of you, Wolfie, if you fell in there. Remember that film, The Golden Circle, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, when they shoved him in the fucking mince, making a burger out of him. They make a fucking mess of you. Hey, Nelly, have a great evening. Thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. Yeah. I just caught up on was in Tulsa King last night. So yeah. Hey Laura, I got you. How you doing, girl? You good?
Hey darling, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
How you know, Maddie?
He's doing something outside the cab at the moment, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's playing with his valves, I
think. No problem. Oh dear. Hi everyone in chat. I hope everyone's okie dokie. Yeah, just thought I'd hop on for a bit and just say hello.
Well, why not?
Why not? Oh dear. I've just seen. I was looking earlier on when I got up this morning about that. What's it called? Hurricane in Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa. She's going to smack the shit out of him. Like, seriously.
Gonna decimate
Wow.
Jamaica by the look of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to remember as well, right? A lot of these Jamaicans live in quite poor areas, some of them, and they literally live like in these like hut things that they make, similar with like the metal roofs and stuff, like right on the seafront, right up, literally on the beach. So they're there with the sandbags because luckily they got a load of sand around them on the beach and everything. So they're just getting the sandbags, filling them to the brim, piling up all these sandbags on the beach, and then there's gradually, this is yesterday morning, their time, getting these sandbags and putting them onto like the roof of these huts just to try to keep them down so they don't blow away.
I think they said on the news today, dinner time, that they are filling sandbags, but they think it's a futile gesture because this is such a powerful storm coming in.
Yeah, it's a big one.
It's gonna
apparently it's at category 5 already. Yeah. I don't know. Big one.
I couldn't imagine. You'll just tear the place apart, I would imagine.
This is the thing. I mean, the guy was following on YouTube who was showing this YouTube video from yesterday morning, their time, the other day. He was saying that, we've literally just recovered from a hurricane that we had. I think he either said beginning of this year or end of last year or something. And he was showing us like the area where the hurricane hit last time. And you can see they were just about back upright again, with some of these huts they've got. But how the hell they're going to get through this one? Because this one's an even bigger, higher, stronger hurricane. So, is it a hurricane or a tornado? Hurricane, innit?
Hurricane,
yeah, that's it. Thank you, darling. So I'm getting myself mixed up here because I watch a lot of storm chasers, especially in America, and I watch a lot of tornado chasers. So sometimes I get mixed up with my hurricanes and my tornadoes. Tornadoes a spinny one. That's how I've got to remember it. Yeah. But yeah, some of those though in America, like in Texas, Tennessee, all that type of area and surrounding areas, of course, as well. Boy, they can get hit hard with these tornadoes. How the hell they are still standing? Some of the properties out there, I do not know. It's insane. But crazy weather. We moan at our weather. It's nothing compared to what these poor people have to go through. You know what I mean?
There's a maximum sustained wind speeds of 160 miles per hour. And it could strengthen again in the next 12 to 24 hours. So,
they reckon it's only going to be moving about 1 mile an hour. So it's going to be pretty devastating. It's literally going to sit on.
Oh my word, that's going to be crazy. Wow.
But it's not just Jamaica is going to get it. There's quite a few other places are going to get it as well.
The surrounding areas, anywhere nearby, are going to get it as well, of course. Yeah, it's a big one. Oh dear. Well, stay safe, Jamaica. My flipping best mate's half Jamaican, and I think he's got a couple of family members out there still. But it's a beautiful place, and I'd love to visit one day. I just hope this hurricane doesn't destroy it too much. It's such a beautiful island. It really is, and the people are just so lovely. There's such welcoming people from what I've seen, very kind and friendly, and they just want to look after their island and stuff, their home. So this is a big deal, a very big deal. And a lot of them don't have the properties like what we have over here, big, strong, strong houses made of brick and stone and all that. They've got like literally huts and shacks on the beach, on the seafront, and you've got this blinking hurricane coming, and it looks like it's just going to wipe them out. But they survived the last one, so they're hoping they can survive this one. And he did say, this guy on YouTube from yesterday, a lot of people have evacuated who are on the seafront, but a couple are still there. And I'm thinking, oh, Matt, this guy will not move. He's like, I ain't going nowhere, man.
If they stay there, they won't find them at the end of the storm. They're asking people to go to high ground now, so it's going to devastate this.
Exactly. And this YouTuber mentioning in Jamaica at the time yesterday, recording this, he was saying to his mate that's living on the seafront in his little hut on the beach, mate, you've got to move higher up, man. Come with me. We'll take you to ours and all this. And he's like, No, man,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to stay here. And he's like, you might not make it though. And he's trying to convince him to move, but this guy would not move. So he's shitting it for his friend now because he's like, he just won't move. Oh, dearie me.
I'd
Scary times.
be long gone from there. I would. I'd be long gone.
Yeah, oh yeah, same here. It's same if I knew life was in danger, life is at risk, massive,
Oh,
massive hurricane coming, get the hell out of there. Get to
definitely.
higher ground and get as safe as you possibly can and take whatever supplies you can at the time. You
You
know,
think they
grab
live an
what you can and
idyllic
go.
life? You know, when you see them on the beach on these little huts and living an idyllic life for the sun and everything like that, and when things like this come across, which I often do, you know, and poof,
Yeah,
you don't want to be there. Absolutely
that's
don't want
right,
to be
love.
there. You
That's the
don't want to
one.
be there. Fighting
I
in
mean,
the
I know
dark.
we get, some bad storms at times over here, which are pretty, sorry, treacherous sometimes to some parts of the
Oh yeah, yeah.
country, terrible. But we're very lucky that we do not get tornadoes over here. We don't get like proper hurricanes or anything like that. We get bad enough storms that can cause enough destruction and enough flooding as it is. So it's bad enough as it is over here, and that's enough. So these countries really do go through hell here with this type of weather. But unfortunately, it's a risk that you take when you live in these countries, isn't it? You
Oh yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
it really is.
I mean, we
But
get
there
the
you
shit
go.
weather, we get the nice weather, we get the shit weather here, but I mean, we're pretty solid in this country regards, weather-wise, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, if we didn't have the weather that
That's
we
right.
have over here in the UK with a lot of rain and stuff, and some sunshine as well, of course, but we do get a lot of rain. If we didn't have all that rain, we would not have the gorgeous, stunning, beautiful countryside, Great British countryside that we have in the UK
Oh yeah, yeah.
countryside.
It's lush, isn't
So
it, you know.
yeah, look at
Whatever
where you live,
green.
Ty.
Ah,
Stunning.
yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever green. Whatever green.
yes, exactly. So there you go.
Yeah.
How you doing, nomadic? You all right, love?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Just getting
Good,
used to
nice,
colder
love.
weather now.
I gotta pop out the room a minute. I got
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna. I'll probably change areas now because we're starting to get the cold coming up here, and this place gets bloody cold.
right. Where are you now? Sorry, love.
This is Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Uh,
Pennsylvania. Oh, nice.
yeah, but these
Oh,
northern because I was in Massachusetts yesterday,
mm-hmm.
and I
Right.
shut down yesterday about an hour away from Buffalo in New York, and that
Mm-hmm.
went down to about -2 overnight. So you suddenly start getting the drops.
Wow.
It's not like the -28 like it was up near the Canadian border, which is I think where that's
Yeah.
what gave me the pneumonia. So I'm just once
Yes.
that temperature starts getting cold, then I'll just go back south. I'll just stay between Texas and the Carolinas and stuff.
Right. So, what kind of temperatures are you talking around there then, where you're going to be heading towards when it gets colder?
Well, I mean, Christ, Texas never gets cold.
I
Those
was
sort of
going to say
places.
it doesn't get cold much, does it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
summertime, I stay away from Texas in the summer generally because it gets
Hmm.
stupid temperatures. Sometimes hits 40, 42, 43, stuff like
Wow.
that. And the humidity is just
Oh,
an absolute killer.
yeah, I bet it is, mate. Flipping heck. Couldn't be doing with that. No, I totally understand why you want to be cooler at times, really badly. Yeah, flipping heck.
Well,
So
plus
when
this
you
is a
get,
black truck, so it sucks the heat in.
yeah, of course, yeah, definitely forget about all this at times, don't you? Of course. I was
I
going to
mean,
say then.
that's
So,
what it did to my dash one year.
whoa. Oh my goodness
Di-
gracious. Look at that.
the direct sunlight coming in melted my dashboard.
No way. Oh my gosh. I was going to say, so Texas then, yeah, in the winter time, what
hmm
kind of temperatures are we talking then, roughly in the winter?
What, up here or down in tech or down south?
Like when you're down south way, yeah, when you're down south way.
Yeah, I mean, it might drop just below freezing, but that's it. It might go to like -1
Okay.
Celsius or whatever. But you go up in the north here, like like I said, up near the Canadian border or the Great Lakes,
Mm,
Minnesota. They're geared up for it. Everybody's walking around like with these bloody thick things on, but it goes
yeah.
into such, and it gets colder over that way. I mean, you go over to the northeast, like northwest. Yeah, they can have
Uh-huh.
like -60. something stupid. And I ain't
Ooh,
taking my truck out there, not with the
nah,
snow and everything. So
nah, no chance,
I'd go
no
there in the
chance.
summer, but I'm not doing winter driving out that way because you got snow chain laws and everything. And if I got to put chains on these tires, I don't need to be out on the road, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. Yep, that's the one.
I've got too
Wow.
too girly. I am now, so I'm just used to the warm.
Oh, well, I was
I
going to say,
prefer the
how's your day
warmest.
been so far?
It's been fine, you know, coming down. I videoed some stuff like coming back down because I've started to try and get back into doing these videos. I used to do it, but
Mm,
I just
yeah.
couldn't be asked, and now I'm just getting back into it because a lot of people said,
Oh, good. Yeah.
so I'll start doing that and showing people what we're doing. And I even bought a drone to use, but I've only used it like once.
Oh, drone. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying one of those out one day, mate. Seriously, I've been very tempted in the coming maybe couple of years to get myself one. Very tempted when I've sorted other things out first that are more important. But yeah, they are incredible things. They really are. I know you've got to have like, you've got to be careful where you obviously fly drones and stuff and don't be peeking through people's bedroom windows and whatnot. But
Right,
it is incredible the footage you can get though, innit? It's like no other. You can't get that on your phone, you can't get that on your tablet. That is
right,
that is like helicopter shit, that you've got to be up in the sky. And the drone is a way forward to get these stunning bird's eye view style footage and angles we're talking about here. Yeah.
right.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
man.
it's like you get some of these decent drone guys or ladies and folks that they make it look so easy. It's so
Oh,
smooth.
they
Whereas
do.
I'm like
Yeah.
turning it left and stop, turn it right. So it's all like you can tell I'm a beginner with this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to take a bit of practice, though, isn't it, to get your head around
Mm,
it and to get used to using it and all that jazz. But yeah, you'll get there, mate. You'll get there when you get a chance to have a play around with it again. Yeah,
hmm
brilliant.
God, the amount of dead animals on the road in the last few days is crazy because I think it's hunting season
Oh,
here. So the
yeah. Oh,
deers are
God.
freaked out, and
Oh,
there's a lot of
dear. Oh,
deer.
dear. Sorry.
Well, because when they get hit, it looks like a crime scene. I mean, there's blood and stuff
Oh,
everywhere because these deer, they're not small, you know, they're pretty
I was
big.
going to say, if it's deer, I mean, they're going to be pretty big round there, surely. You
Uh
know.
huh.
Wow.
Yeah. On the way out to Massachusetts, though, not yesterday, the day before, I saw an adult bear, black bear, had been knocked over, and then, sure enough, a little way
Oh,
down the road, a cub had been killed as well by a vehicle.
oh, mate, no, that is horrific. Oh my God, that would absolutely break my heart if I saw that shit in real life. No, no,
Hmm
no, no, no. Oh my days. Oh,
But
oh,
there's lots of coyotes been killed out here and
oh my
raccoons.
word.
It's
Yeah.
quite a, and you get unfortunately people's dogs where people are just they abandon them, and then the dogs out here.
What?
Yeah, I've seen that
Oh,
before where somebody just literally pulled up, threw the dog out, and then drove off, and the poor dog's running after them for a little bit, thinking they're
oh
playing a game.
no. The poor baby. Oh my God, that's horrific. What the hell are people doing, man? Oh
I
my
don't know, you know,
word.
you think they would try and get it rehomed or something, but some people just
Yeah.
don't.
It's disgusting. I mean, I've been seeing stuff recently on YouTube, on the YouTube short videos you get and all that jazz, and showing you the terrible footage of baby kittens, for example, being shoved into a plastic bag into a river, and then a man's gone fishing with his little son, and then look, Daddy, what's this? Manages to hook onto the fishing rod, hooks onto this bag, brings it in, and look at that. There's a litter of flipping kittens in there, barely alive, that had just about got their eyes open and just about breathing. And they literally saved them, got them to the local vet, and saved every single one of them and took them all in, bless them. Took every single one of them in. And I think there was like 5, 6, 7 in the litter, something like that. Wasn't a small
Right.
litter, but they couldn't just leave it there. God, no. If I saw an animal suffering or dying or being left on its own or whatever, I would be helping it. Whether it's a wild animal or if it's a domesticated one, I don't care. If it's hurt and it needs help, or if it's lost or stuck or whatever, I will try and help it. Like anyone should who's got a heart. Oh,
I mean, we used to have, like, as a family, we'd have the same, like Jake. Jake's a Cocker Spaniel, but we always had like
yeah.
Springer Spaniels and Cocker Spaniels.
Yeah,
And
oh,
they're real. I
lovely.
mean, they got so much energy, those dogs, because you can see it like with
Oh,
Jake.
on another
Jake's always
scale.
running around everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But they all seem to have ear problems, because that where those ear things come down on their lobes, you generally have
Yeah.
to get them like operated on or whatever.
Yeah, got to be careful with the floppy ears. Yeah.
I don't know if Jake's had that done or whatever, but
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, those beautiful ears can sometimes cause some dogs problems, can't they? These big floppy ears and the way they are inside, like you say. Yeah, yeah, definitely. My neighbours here, they've got two gorgeous dogs. You know, the King Charles Spaniels, yeah.
right. Oh yeah, they
They've got
got those.
two of those, my next door neighbours, are absolutely gorgeous little dogs. They're so friendly. Whenever I see them, they're jumping on me, they're licking my face, they bloody love me. I just love them back. And what they both though keep getting ear problems because they've got these gorgeous big fluffy floppy ears that are so long and floppy, but they get so heated inside there. That's it. Bacteria starts to form, and then before you know it, another ear infection. They've just gone and blown in the past like few weeks of the past month, if that, like over 500 quid, right, on veterinary medication, prescription medication for the poor dog's ears. 500 plus quid, mate. Ridiculous. On medication for their ears. But it's got to be done, though. You know, there's nothing more they can apparently do for them, and this is the only way they can make them more comfortable. But I am going to ask her, is there any surgery that they can do on your dog's ears to try and prevent these infections from reoccurring, and so you're not having to spend so much money on all the treatment for it, medications, and see if there's anything that they can do. If not, they're just going to have to continue on as they are. But I mean, saying that though, I did read something literally only a few days ago saying that apparently in Great Britain now and in the UK, they're finding out more and more now after research and more complaints that apparently veterinary practices and surgeries and the veterinary hospitals, animal hospitals, are all, or most of them, are overcharging for medication for your pets. And it's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to pay with some of this medication hundreds of pounds when you could get it much cheaper. Do you know what I mean? So they are actually doing something about it now, apparently, or in the very near future, where they're going to be capping some of these prices, apparently, allegedly, for veterinary surgeries. So when you take your pet along and they need medication in the future, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, it won't be costing you as much. Because it does take the mick. It cost me, right, over, what was it now, nearly 150 quid to put my cat to sleep who was dying and couldn't breathe properly the other year. 150 quid to put him to sleep. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you can ask now for your vets for your prescription for your pet, you know, and you could take it elsewhere. You can get it done online or whatever.
Good.
You
Right.
can ask the vet now for your prescription, and you could get it elsewhere.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that, to be honest.
They've got to be pulled into line because they charge in the earth different. You know, should be one set price. If it's a broken leg, it's the same price no matter what vet you go for.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Not, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's a set, should be a set price, and
yes,
you know, they just charge what they like, robbing bastards.
Exactly.
You know?
It's disgusting. I've just been saying this to Nomadic. My neighbours have just gone and spent over 500 quid, mate, on flipping medications for their King Charles Spaniels, floppy, big, beautiful ears that keep getting reinfected all the time. Over 500 quid, mate, on flipping medications to give the dog for their ears. It's ridiculous. And it's just, it sickens me, knocks me sick that they do this to people. You know, it's not fair. You know, these animals are suffering at the end of the day. You take them in to the vets to get help, you know, and unless it's like a jab or something, of course, fair enough. But, you know, you go in there most of the time to the veterinary practice to get help for your pet and to get the best treatment and care you can get, as well as the best medication too, and the best deal altogether. And not everyone can afford this.
You know, certain vets in different if it depends where the vet is, where he's situated, and how much sort of council tax he's paying, how big's his veterinary office, and how much electric he's paying. I can see him increasing the charge a little bit to cover that, but not as much as they do, you know.
Oh yeah, it's extortionate.
I paid £3,000 of a screw put in Jake's leg a couple of years ago. No, 2 years
Wow.
ago, you know.
Oh, I was going to ask you about this, and Nomad, it was just mentioning before about doggies too, and he was saying about the ear problems. That's how I got onto my friend's dog's ears. Has Jake ever had any problems with his ear, Ty?
Oh yeah. They had to knock him out once to put the camera right down in his ears because he had an infection in his ears, you know.
Oh,
But
wow.
I treat him regularly with drops, you know. I put drops in
Right.
his ears every week, you know.
Brilliant.
So,
good stuff. Best thing you can do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prevention is better than you know, and trying to cure it later on, you know. So if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
buy the drops for a couple of quid online and you just put them in his ears and give his ears a bit of a rub around, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Best thing to do.
In his ears. Yeah. Well, look,
Yeah.
Amaz paid over $4,000 of his dog sorted out big major operation. I know
Yes.
that was over £4,000, like, you know.
Yeah, he spent an incredible amount of money to save that doggie's life, and it worked. It worked. You know, he'd do anything for his dogs, just like you guys would. You know.
Yes, Quentin. Yeah.
Yes,
Spaniels
and I have to say, without going into it, I am sick to the back teeth of hearing a certain somebody trying to make it out as if Hammers and others don't look after their animals and and saying vile things, and they just need to stop. It's bullshit. It's lies. We know that Hammers loves his doggies, just like you do, Ty, and other dog owners and pet owners out there on here as well. He would do anything for his fur babies, for his animals, for his dogs. So please stop with the lies, stop with the BS, yeah? It's useless.
I can understand what you're saying, Wolfie, but there has to be a set price, not charge what they like in different veterinary
set price.
You know? Give a set price, you know? Across the board. People know where they stand then before they do it, you know? So...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree with that.
Some of the stuff that they give the dogs, you can get from humans can take some tablets, humans take, dogs can take as well. So if you look into it, you know, so
the prices are very varied, and it's not right. It should be set prices, like you say, mate. Set prices all the way, and that makes it much easier. And we know what's what. Then and even if you get insurance, you know, it only covers so much. And if your pet's got like an already existing condition, for example, they can't always necessarily get covered by insurance at times. Sometimes, you know. So there's things like that.
Me off the most is the vets, the amount of money the vets charge, and the dentist, another one that need bringing into line, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is with vets, though, they know they got you by the short and curlies, because if you're taking your dog to the vets, it's because you care about your cat or dog.
But I wonder, I wonder how many people have gone there and, you know, they could cure the dog or whatever, cat, whatever, and the vet said it's X amount of money, and they say, oh, I can't afford that, put it down, you know, because it's so expensive. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. I can see what Wolf is saying in a way, like, sorry to jump in, when he was just saying before about, like, if you can't afford the pet, don't have it, basically. If you can't afford the animal, don't have it. I totally agree with that. Most people, like myself, for example, I've got pets before, can afford it, not a problem at all, but then was not expecting to be hit with, like, a good few £100 bill for something very basic and simple that I found out later on down the line I could have got much cheaper elsewhere. And, you know, I started buying for my cat prescription food for him because he was having problems with his, he's getting crystals basically in his urine and in his urine tract, which would block up and make him seriously sick and cause infection all the time. So we had to sort this out, and I had to go. They said to us, oh, come with us, Laura, love. Come with us, and we'll get you the food that you need for him with the medication in it, not a problem. All right, then how much are you going to charge me for then, love? 50 odd quid they were saying for one bag. I was like, no chance. I went online that day, later on when I got home, straight away, made a broomy smoke, and I went online and look at that. The first one I found was like £35 cheaper than what the vet was charging me locally. I was like, I'm doing that then. I'll just order online through here. I'm not going to pay 50, 60 odd quid at the vets when I can get it for like nearly half the price online. It's ridiculous. Why should I pay them when I could pay this company instead? And it's free delivery as well. Hells of the air. I'm going to do that. Of course I am. So it's not fair when they do that to you when you know you can get it cheaper, and they know you can get it cheaper elsewhere as well. It's just money grabbing shit, and I can't be doing with it. And I think this is what Ty's trying to say as well. It is money grabbing. You know, it's not fair. There should be a set price for certain things when you go to see a vet.
You know, what I
Simple
do
as
now,
that.
what I started doing after I paid out the £3,000, I took, I pay the vet I go, I pay him £20 a month. I get all his wormers free then. I get all his free stuff free. I get all his visits free. They don't charge me for visits or anything like that.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah.
it works out cheaper doing that, and just to, not do it and go, and then you get bombed with, if you see if you have a consultation with a vet, now you're talking about 50, 60 quid, So,
oh yeah, it's extortionate. It really is crazy money. It never used to be like this back in the day. It never used to be this bad. But yeah, we will see what happens with all this veterinary price stuff, because they are trying to do something. Like I said before, I literally was reading a news article about it a few days ago, end of last week, and they were saying that they are looking into this now. We're trying to find ways around vets stopping to charge as much, to cap the prices more. They are trying to see what they can do about this, because people are sick of paying through the nose for the pets when they shouldn't have to. So yeah.
Hey JPM, good to see you, mate. Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, yes. I love animals, and I hate to see animals being mistreated, Fucking drives me up the wall.
It worries me about our wildlife a lot at the moment too, especially, I hate to mention this again, but we're all talking about it at the moment, aren't we? These bloody illegals coming in, it's not all of them, of course, but some of them have been caught going for our wildlife and hunting it down and eating it. For example, our swans, our beautiful, precious swans in the UK, they're trying to go for the swans, mate. That pisses me right off. Those are beautiful, rare animals that are already near enough extinct as it is, on the brink of it, and you're doing that to them.
I thought they were
That's
protected.
not going to help.
They are supposed to be protected, the Queen's bird, but
yes, they are.
Some individuals of from a different culture that are killing them off, eating them,
Yeah, they're going for the swans, they're going for the pigeons, they're going for, what was the other thing they were going for? Another bird as well, another bird that's quite, not one of the most popular birds we get over here, but it was one of the birds that we have over here. I can't think of its blinking name now, but it was 3 different things that I heard mentioned, and swans was on top of the list. And what they've been doing, that people are now checking online. You can go online on the internet and check on particular websites of how figures are looking now. The numbers are looking for basically swans across the country, across the UK. And you can literally see how the numbers are gradually depleting and going down and down and down since we've been letting these dodgy ones through the door. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not looking great, is it? They need to do something about that as well. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a lot of them are gone off a lake. I walk around in the morning, it's been 30 or 40 on them, but there's about 3 left, I think.
Oh my days.
Terrible.
Yes, Casters fishing Wales, I love. Yes. Yeah, that's right. By law, the King's bird, by law and all that jazz, yeah. Very much protected, and they're still being taken. They're still being taken and hunted away. It's just, why is that being allowed to happen? They need to stop them. People have got footage of them doing this as well. So if you've got the footage, let's go and find the little and go and get them banged to rights. Do you know what I mean? And do something about it. Don't just leave it, because at this rate, we ain't going to have no swans left.
That's crazy.
The King should say something about that,
Don't you have any game wardens there or stuff like that protects, or surely there's some, if it's a protected animal, then surely it just has to be reported and they have to do something about it, surely.
Yeah, surely. This is what I mean, because it's a protected animal by law, and it's literally, the King's swan, do you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it, it's protected by the King as well. So it's a big deal. And, like you say, something needs to be done about it, and it should not be left. And because of this highly protected, what the hell is going on? Why is this being allowed to happen then? Because, that's a really bad thing to do. And the swans, they're so protective of their families, you know. You see them how protective they are of the babies and the families and stuff. They're such beautiful animals, they really are. And when you look at a swan, you're just like taken away by its beauty. You really are. And to know that those beautiful creatures are being killed off to be eaten when they're a protected species and they're not supposed to be being eaten as well, it's just makes me feel physically sick. Yeah. Horrible. Oh, dearie me, this country mess.
Finish now. Is he still playing? I don't know. Right, okay. Listen, peeps, I've got to shoot off.
No worries.
No worries, love. Not a problem. Thanks for having us time. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Take care, Nomad.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, cheers. Thanks for popping on, Laura. Thanks
No
for
worries,
popping on,
darling. Take care. Bye, Bunny Chat. Take care.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Right then, people, I've got to tilly poo off. So until then, people, yeah. Thanks for popping in, everyone. Have a great evening. I'm sure there'll be plenty more lives going on. So I'll finish as I always do. Be kind to those that are kind to you. If not, fuck them. So take care, everyone. Big up my mods, big up the chat. Take care. All about. Catch you very soon. All about.